We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Aitx subsidiary RADR is unveiled today. We finally got some kind of move, 23% move, but I wouldn't get too excited because that 23% move was mainly because the stock was at 0026 and it got bought up. The dip got bought up as soon as it went under 003. I guess there's some people just sitting with limit orders down there ready to scoop up shares, which is good to see. This is good to see. This is good to know that there are people, which we figured, right? We've kind of figured there's people probably at 0019, 002s just sitting on limit orders hoping to get filled as cheap as possible. There are people who are like that. They don't want to buy a 003. They want it. They hope that it comes down lower and so they can scoop up shares as cheap as possible. Sometimes it runs and it never comes down for them, and then they kick themselves for not buying at 003s, whatever the case may be. But either way, that dip got bought up big. I'm in at 003s, so I'm sitting pretty here. It's good to know. This is good to see that there are still people who are more than happy to scoop up shares on this stock under 003s. So I believe we're gonna hold 002s, 003s. I believe we're going to hold this until the next big run. So that's just my thought process on that kind of price action that we got today. Good to see that there are people ready to scoop up shares if it does come down. Okay, Aitx reveals the RADCAM, the Revolution. Okay, let's see. This camera that talks back. I don't like that they're advertising it as talking that talks back. A camera that talks back. I don't want it talking back. I want it to be quiet and just do its job. Just talk to me maybe if there's something going on, I guess, but let's see through here. Creates new class of intelligent home security cameras. The company sees this as the world's first AI-powered, purpose-built talking security camera. Powered by the latest advancement. Are they saying that this has ChatGPT? Is that what this is saying? Powered by the latest advancements in AI, including ChatGPT, RADCAM introduces multiple AI personas that autonomously interact with individuals approaching or at home entryways, creating an unprecedented level of engagement and protection. So if I'm approaching someone's home and they have one of these, the camera is going to be like, "Hey, Shades, get out of here." Or it's going to shoot me, depending on if it's a hater, their RADCAM is going to be set to shoot anyone named that looks like Shades. Like if this guy approaches, just shoot him. Okay, jokes aside though, building on the success of its primary subsidiary, Rad. Okay, let's see. The key features of the RADCAM. Here's what we care about. Interactive personas. Unlike standard cameras, RADCAM engages visitors. Okay, we already read about that. Near total reduction in nuisance alerts. RADCAM Concierge features handle as much or as little of residential security work as the home resident desires, which allows an utmost complete elimination of inactionable and uninteresting device notifications. With the advanced analytics, the RADCAM captures data through its camera and microphone, allowing the system to autonomously analyze and respond to each unique scenario in near real time, which I would hope would take away. Yeah, because I know some business owners who have big houses, and they have like a bunch of cameras, but they have to keep checking. Like they'll get an alert, but they have to keep checking themselves to see like what's going on. They themselves have to analyze the situation. Because that's what business owners have. They have these giant houses and they need tons of cameras everywhere. But they manually have to check on their phone like, hey, let's see what's going on. I'm getting an alert here. And they have to do they're the ones that have to analyze everything. So hopefully that advanced visual analytics helps with not having to constantly be checking your phone and checking each camera to see what's going on, where the problem may be, if any. Because sometimes you get false positives, if I recall. Because I'll stop there. But anyways, LM-powered technology. RADCAM determines what to say based on the context, creating seamless and intelligent verbal interactions. You know what's funny? I'm reading this and I'm like, who would want to buy this? Like, you would want to buy this if you're like in a neighborhood where you're getting a lot of crime. But if you live in a nice neighborhood, you get crime too, don't get me wrong. But I've lived in the neighborhood that I lived in for 15 plus years. There's only been one shooting, and there's a lot of burglaries. Attempted burglaries. Where I live, it's so safe that people are comfortable leaving their garage doors open. They're comfortable leaving their cars unlocked. And unfortunately, criminals know that, so they come here and they kind of get an easy steal. So that's how comfortable people are around here. Like you can walk out at 12 in the morning and walk your dog. Who cares? Like it's a nice area where I live. I can't imagine. I can imagine some people buying this, but I think this kind of technology would be better served for people. I don't know, man. That's interesting. It's interesting to think. I wonder who would be buying this. Who would be buying this? Someone who gets a lot of. I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see how this performs in terms of uh, pre-orders more than anything. Hopefully they release the pre-order numbers. But I'm just thinking in terms of where I live, we get crime, don't get me wrong, but it's a nice area. In 15 years, like one death maybe, and a priest that molested a bunch of kids. That's about it. That's like the biggest. Like here, a fire happened once, and everyone, like hundreds of people, just came out to stare at a fire. Like, oh my god, a fire! Like, whoa! Like, like that's how I guess sheltered people are here. Like a fire. Oh my god! Like it was like a big show for us. Whereas I'm sure other people are like, oh, it's just a fire, whatever. Like that's how kind of how it is here. I don't want to say babied, but it's people are really comfortable. Sometimes too comfortable. Let me put it that way. Uh, so I don't. Who would buy this? Just maybe homeowners who really are having issues and want that deterrence is really all I can think about. And you would think that after getting your stuff stolen off of your garage that you left open, you would think they would close the garage. But no, people are still. When I go e-biking, I still see people with their garages wide open. Like I could probably walk in and just take something and run away. Not that I would do that, but I'm like, if I was a bad person, I could, because that's how people are just way too comfortable around here, at least. Advanced porch piracy deterrence. RADCAM can discourage. Yeah, speaking of houses and why anyone would want one of these. Yeah, this I could see this. I could see it being good for porch piracy, definitely. RADCAM can discourage potential porch pirates by detecting packages and maintaining surveillance. If someone approaches suspiciously, RADCAM can issue audible alerts such as "I see you near the package. Do you have permission? Your actions are being recorded, and law enforcement will be notified." That's interesting. That could deter people, or not, not really, because most people I've noticed, even with the doorbell cameras, porch pirates they'll just hide in a they'll hide in a trash can. I don't know if you guys have seen the video, but some of them will hide in a trash can, which is ridiculous. They'll hide like a solid snake in a trash can and just kind of slowly make their way to the package, and that way all the camera sees is just a moving garbage can, which probably seems weird anyways. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna deter people. It'll deter maybe the ones that aren't too motivated, but the motivated ones they'll get through. So I could see some use for that, but people are just gonna get smart and wise and go, oh, okay, good for you that you can see me. I'm still gonna take it, and good luck. You can't even see my face. So this proactive approach makes Radcam protected homes less appealing targets. Eh, might make them more appealing. Like, ooh, what do you have? What do you have in that house that you have one of these advanced AI machines? Okay, anyways, I'm giving criminals too many ideas here. Steve Reinhardt, CEO, CTO of Aitx Radar, commented, "RADCAM is an industry game changer." We'll see. We'll see. The sales are what's going to determine whether it's actually a game changer or not. It's not just another security camera. It's a truly revolutionary AI-powered talking camera. This breakthrough innovation positions radar and AI Aitx at the forefront of residential security technology. We'll see. We'll see. When we see the numbers and the pre-orders, I want to see. Because I know the AITX Discord, there's going to be people in there who are just going to buy it because they're bag holders and kind of, they're big fans, whatever you want to call them, shareholders. They're going to buy it and they're going to be really happy. Like, oh my God, these are so amazing. But we don't care about those people. We care about people outside of the AITX sphere, outside of that bubble. Because we know AITX. We talk about it all the time. We're on top of it literally every day, whether as a YouTuber or an AITX Discord member. So we don't matter. What matters is how is the market actually going to react? Is it just going to bomb, or are people going to just start scooping these up like crazy? We'll see. I really hope they do release the pre-order numbers. Oh my God, huge pre-order numbers. Although I don't think that headline's going to move the stock. Hey guys, we anticipate 20,000 RADCAM orders. Like if they come out with a headline like that, I don't think it's going to move the share price at all. They got to stop anticipating. Let me put it that way. I know this stock. I know their press release strategy so well at this point. I can already see it happening. 20,000 RADCAMs. anticipated end of year or whatever. A significant market opportunity. Aitx initially predicted 200,000 to 800,000 in revenues for RADCAM, but they have revised this to 1 to 2 million, with recurring monthly revenue expected to reach 150,000 to 400,000 based on projected sales and subscriptions of 6,000 to 1,600 units. So 6,000 units equals 150K in monthly revenue. Good to know. Good to know. The company noted that the legacy solutions manufacturers currently serve millions of subscribers with features largely included in RADCAM but lack its groundbreaking capabilities. Oh, here we go. RADCAM will be available for pre-order at radcam.ai. Starting this month, with deliveries expected by mid-December 2024. It'll be $99, so it'll be a little over 100 with taxes, with a monthly subscription of $25 a month. So what is that? That's 250. No, that's not 250. That's 300 with the extra 2 months. So that's 300. Really, that's 300 a year off of the subscription. That's actually pretty cheap if you live in like a big house and have a lot of valuables. If you live in any, yeah, it depends on where you live, I guess. But additional options and features will be announced in the coming months to obviously get more money out of you, squeeze more money out of you. That's, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch Classic. Let's squeeze you as much as possible. Reinhardt concluded, depending upon market reaction, we would determine if this spawns additional iterations for the residential market. We can foresee a version of this being added to our commercial offerings as well. I'm surprised they didn't do a commercial offering at the same time, but I guess they wanted to see the market reaction first. With the people will determine with their wallets whether this is going to be successful or not. That's kind of you in a way, as people say, you vote with your wallet. Do you really want to buy a PS4, not a PS5 Pro at $700 with no disk drive? I mean, maybe you do. I don't know if anyone has seen that, but I think that's ridiculous. I'm not paying $700 for something that doesn't even have a disk drive. It's inferior to a PC. I'll just buy a PC with that 700 plus tax, so it's probably like 768. I'll just buy a PC that's better than the PS5 Pro. So you vote with your wallet. That's really what it comes down to. That's what I'm saying. That you vote with your wallet. We'll see how people vote. We'll see. And I'm not talking about Kamala or Trump here. I'm talking about how will the market react. Will they vote with their wallets and go, "Wow, I really like this technology. Let me buy it up," or is it gonna bomb? That is something that we will see in the near future. I'm not trying to be negative or positive. I'm just trying to say, gotta look at both sides of the coin. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe it won't. Time will tell. Hopefully, we do get a release of what their pre-order numbers are. Or they hold off until December to release the numbers. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Because we know their PR strategy very well at this point. And here is the RADCAM AI website. That's not how it works in real life, unfortunately. How does the camera know what I'm doing? I gotta leave now. Unless this guy's a complete, dummy, he can still just grab something off the porch and walk away with it. What, you can't see my face, who cares? Hey, I like how your hat matches your shirt. The world's first talking camera. I guess this is a DoorDash delivery driver is what we're supposed to assume? Because red, I don't know. But I'm curious what the use cases are for people who are going to buy this. Like, do you actually need this, or are you just buying it just to have it? Like, oh, I have a RADCAM. Woohoo. I'm one of the first adopters. Yay, first gen. First gen. You would think you would wait until like second or third gen, because usually the later generations are better, as you can see with NVIDIA chips or with, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this technology improves and how they innovate as time goes by. If it is successful, I imagine if it's not successful and it bombs, then it'll be the end of it. Kind of like that one machine that they what is it, the Romeo? Yeah, we kind of like Romeo, kind of just put on the back foot or back grill, one of those words. Pre-order starting September 23rd. I am very curious as to who would buy this. I'm sure there are people, but I think for like regular homes, like if I had a home, I don't have kids, so I don't need a home. But if I had a home, I don't think I would need something this advanced. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely for people who want to be first adopters, be the first gen, be like, yeah, I was here before you guys with the Gen 6 version. I don't know. Pre-order coming soon. Let's see if there's anything juicy here. No, nothing. What about red R? Hmm. Okay. So the one thing to look forward to is the numbers. The numbers. How many pre-orders are they gonna get? How long is this video? God, oh man, this is way too long even for me. Yeah, the pre-orders are what's gonna determine. I want to see how successful this is gonna be. Because I don't. We'll see. But if you guys are getting this, why? Do you actually need it? Do you actually have enough crime to like? Yeah, what kind of area do you live in that you have a lot of crime? We don't get a lot of crime here, like I said, and the crime we do get, it's just it's like it's they burglarize homes when no one's around. Like because the people that live around here, they have homes, but like they have one home here in Chicago, and then they have another home in Florida and another home in Wisconsin, and then some cabin somewhere in the mountains. Like these are people with money. Like they have multiple homes throughout the United States. So the only time their houses get burglarized is when they're not even here because they went somewhere to some other house in some other state, and they kind of leave it abandoned there. So those are the people that get targeted, is what I've noticed here. So I don't know. I guess we'll see. I am very curious. I'm very kind of. I'll stop there. I don't want to continue rambling here because my mind right now is like, who would get this? I guess the rich people that have multiple houses and they need to keep an eye on everything without having to physically be there and having that talking camera. I could see the value in that if you have like if you're one of those people with lots of houses all over the country for some reason. So yeah, I think I just gave away like what kind of people I know, what kind of people I went to school with in high school and in college. People with monies who have houses all over the place. Yeah, the first time I learned that people had houses like everywhere in the country, not just like one house. Like I would be happy with one house, but these people have like multiple houses throughout the United States. I'm like, so someone like that, I think would be, you know what, they would benefit from this. Absolutely. Anyways, that's it for the video. I'm just kind of. I'll see you guys in the next one.